Welcome to a little bit of Calm and Crazy. If you are new, my name is Jennifer, and today I'm excited because I am sharing a few of my favorite crafty things. Did anyone feel like breaking out into Julie Andrews when I said that? Raindrops on, leave that to the professionals? Yeah. I would. Not a singing girl here. Anyway, on with the show. I'm excited about this because not only am I going to share these products with you, but I'm going to tell you why I love them and how I use them. There is also a massive giveaway, so you want to hang tight because I'll tell you about that a little bit later in the video. Everything is going to be linked down in the description box in the order that I talk about them, and I will have a printable, emailable, textable link for you as well to make a really easy shopping list either for yourself or if you want to pass it along to somebody, you know, to give them a little bit of nudging in the gift giving department. So let's go ahead and jump right on into my favorite things. Starting off with this tiny little thing is actually a spray tint. And if you have been around for a while, you have seen me use this over and over again every time I use any sort of spray can to spray any sort of item. It just protects like your garage, your driveway, your patio, wherever you like to use spray paint. It is fabulous. I have the smaller size. They do come in other sizes. And if you spray paint at all, I think that this is definitely a must-have item. And believe it or not, it's only around $30 for the small one. Up next, I love these brushes. I have used the life out of them. If you can't tell, they are very much loved. And they come in packs of 2. These are the Plaid Folkart Brushes, and they sell out all the time on Amazon. I actually use 4 of them for painting purposes and 2 of them for Mod Podge. Yep, I like to use these for Mod Podge, and as long as you clean them, they have been holding up. They work wonders, and as you can tell, they are still all in really great shape. Just a lot of paint around the little sides. Now, I love these brushes so much, I had to go ahead and get the smaller version as well. Those are 1.5 inch. These come in the 1 inch, a 3/4 inch, and a 1/2 inch. And again, they paint beautifully. I love the really clean edge that they all have. Great paint brushes. I feel like everyone should own some really good paint brushes if you like to craft and paint. Not only am I sharing with you my favorite things, but this is part of a hop with 3 of my favorite crafter DIYers here on YouTube. Nicole from The Week's Nest DIY, Kristen from Kristen K, and Courtney from Creative on the Cheap. We're all sharing our favorite things with you as part of a hop. So I'm gonna leave the next channel in my description box for you to hop on over and to check out her favorite things as well. And you're just gonna hop around to all 4 of us. And as you hop, you're gonna leave a comment in each one of our boxes answering a specific question that we ask. And as you answer those questions, you are entering into our massive giveaway. Now you wanna listen up into the videos because we're all gonna be asking different questions, and the questions will come at different points in our videos. My question will come later in the video, so make sure that you're listening. And then everything else you need to know about the giveaway is going to be in the description box, so make sure you check that out as well. Now let's get back into my favorite things. I already mentioned my spray tint, but my favorite spray paint is Rust-Oluem's Ultra Matte. I generally pick this up at Walmart. I find that I get the best colors and the best price there. I get the best coverage with this paint. I have tried other brands, but I always come back to this. Also at Walmart, you can find Wavery's chalk paint. I absolutely love this. Not only is it matte, it has beautiful coverage. I love that you can get it in the different sizes. You can get the small little bottles. You can get these 8-ounce bottles. You can also get like 16-ounce bottles, and it's a really good price for what you get. So many colors. They were kind of low on stock for a while, but I know that a lot of the stores are filling back up again. Beautiful paint. Something that is newer to me, but I love, and if you've been around, you have seen this a lot in my videos, is this DIY wax. Now, I have it in clear. I have tried different waxes. Waverly's wax is too runny. Bear Wax has a strong chemical smell. This does not have a smell. I use this to seal and protect, especially when I use that chalk paint or chalk style paint. I pick it up from someone local to me, but you can actually go on to their site. It's DIYpaint.co, just C-O. and find a local retailer to you, or you can order directly from their site. I've also heard that Annie Sloan's wax is really good. I haven't tried it yet, but it has really good reviews on it, so that might be another one that I would like to try soon. To clean my paintbrushes, I love to use the Dr. Bronner's soap. I get the peppermint scent. It is my favorite. It makes cleaning my brushes not as torturous as cleaning brushes really honestly is. You only need a little bit because it's highly concentrated. It's gentle on your brushes, and I feel like if you're gonna invest in brushes, you want to take care of them. Absolutely love this. It does a great job, but I do pair it with a silicone mat. Now, you can get like makeup brush cleaning mats to do it, like off of Amazon. Honestly, I picked up this Umicorm one at the Dollar Tree, so don't feel like you have to get fancy with your mat. I just like something that has the ridges in it, and then you're gonna get your paintbrush with the paint on it, and you're just gonna swirl it in there, and it will help loosen the paint up that's on there, and it will clean it a lot faster than if you were just doing it in a cup or a sink or wherever you clean your brushes. Cutting tools are so important if you like to craft and DIY, and one of my favorite cutting tools that I found this year were miter shears. These things are a true love, and even my 8-year-old boy loves to use these. Now, they quickly just come undone, and they do come with a replacement blade along with them, and then this little part turns so you can actually cut your wood on an angle like you would if you were using like a miter box and a miter saw. Fantastic, right? My favorite project I ever did with these was a really large home sign, but you can also cut wood as thick as those little wood pieces that come from Dollar Tree. I cut some of those and made some like little mini ornaments with those as well. I mean, these seriously are fantastic and a great tool to have on hand. They do have a newer version that is now available that has a longer surface area. It's like long and skinny, and that is actually what we are putting in the giveaway. You guys, these are fantastic. Cannot say enough good things about them. I also think you need to have really good scissors, and these are a pair that I have had around for a while. These are Tim Holtz scissors. These are actually like a non-stick surface here. They come to a really sharp point on the end so I can really get into certain little areas. But then one of the best parts are the handle. Look how fat these handles are. I can really get my fingers in there, and then I have this nice rubber part. I have this so when I used to go around people, which we will do again one day, I could make sure I could spot my scissors a mile away, because everybody likes to grab these anytime they're around because they cut so well. Anytime you see me cutting fabric, this is the bad boy you see me using. This is my Olfa Rotary Cutter. I love this specific rotary cutter because of the handle. It has a slight curve to it, so I find it more comfortable when I'm going to cut my fabric. I'm all about how a handle fits my hand. I don't like a straight handle. I'm really funny about things like that, and so this handle does it for me. I know that Nicole really likes the Arteza one, or is that Kristen? Or they might both really like that. So if you like a straight handle, I've heard great things about that cutter as well. If you don't have a rotary cutter in your like stash, highly recommend getting a rotary cutter. This is my favorite one. Like I mentioned, handles matter. And so this Fisker craft knife is everything because of this little finger grip right here. When you go to cut, I feel like you have better control over this than you do with the ones that just have a long pencil style handle. You can put your finger in there. You can just really get in there. I use this all of the time, and so often I'm like holding it, I twist it onto my hand and move things, and I don't feel like I have to like set it down all the time. It just, oh, it's so convenient. I don't even know what to say to be like, trust me, this is just worth it. I've had this for years, and it's not going anywhere, like ever. I would cry if they stopped making this. It wouldn't be a favorites video if I didn't talk about my Cricut machines. I love Cricut. This is the Cricut Joy. It is the smallest of all the Cricuts. I think this is a great machine. If you want to cut smaller things, if you enjoy labeling, if you already have a larger Cricut and you just want like a little sidekick to your Cricut, I love the Cricut Joy. I know Courtney's going to talk more about the Cricut Joy, so you definitely want to hear what she has to say about this. My favorite machine, and the one I recommend most of the time, is my Cricut Explore Air 2. I feel like if you don't own a Cricut and you're looking at investing money, because I know it is a true investment, that is the machine that I always recommend to people because it can cut just about everything you want it to cut. It can cut larger things. It does do the 12 by 24. It cuts the vinyl that I want to cut, the paper I want to cut, the iron-on vinyl that I want it to cut, and those are the three things that I cut most of the time. Now, if you want to get really fancy and you know you're going to cut more things than that, then you're going to want to look into the Maker, the big kahuna of all the machines. I love my Maker. I just know that I don't use all of its abilities to its full function. Therefore, I don't recommend it as much as I recommend the Explore Air 2. I don't think you have seen a video of mine where I have not used at least one of my Bronner glue guns. I absolutely love Bronner, and I think that depending on what your needs are would determine which gun you would need. Now, this Big Mama Jamma is the larger cordless glue gun. I do really love it. My husband grabs this one all the time. He actually used it when he was putting up the Christmas lights outside. It comes with a stand, and when you take it off the stand, the glue inside of it stays hot for a couple of minutes. It's fantastic. Now, the smaller cordless glue gun is this one. What's great about this one, and is honestly, this is my favorite glue gun, is the detailed tip that is on it. And I like it because I can be super precise with it, and I do a lot of things where I need a smaller amount of glue. Again, you get that 2-minute time on it. It's great. Love this one. I use it all the time. If you are thinking ahead and you are a planner, then this might be the glue gun for you because it is the USB. You plug it in to charge it, and then it can stay hot for 75 minutes. So if you know that you are really good about remembering to plug it in to have it charged, then you might really love this. I love the fact that it is small, it's super portable, it stays hot for a really long time. It is a fantastic glue gun. I also feel like everyone should own a dual tip glue gun, and this is my favorite dual tip glue gun. But another favorite feature that this one has, it has auto shut off, and I think that is a must have for me because yes, I have been known to leave my glue gun on. Unfortunately, I have ruined a glue gun by doing that. Yep. So this is another great glue gun. If you want to be a little extra, only if, I do use a completely different glue gun for my special glues. So this detail tip is corded, and it only holds my fabric glue sticks, and that is it. So if you want a glue gun that holds special glues, I wouldn't spend a lot of money on that kind of a glue gun unless you have some pocket change to spare. That's when I would go for your least expensive of the glue guns, and normally those are going to be your corded kind. But I do like having a spare glue gun for those special glues. Speaking of glue, this is actually how I store my glue sticks. And in here I have your regular size glue sticks, your mini glue sticks, and your fabric glue sticks. These are the three that I use the most often. Not all glue sticks are created equal. Glue sticks actually have something called a tackifier inside of them. And if you have found that you have used a certain brand of glue sticks and it's not holding your project together as well as you want, that could be why. If you find that you have used glue sticks and they're super drippy, that could also be why. All these things can go into it. I love Bronner's glue sticks. If you have not tried fabric glue sticks yet, I highly recommend them. They are fabulous. I absolutely love them. You can use them for bigger projects, smaller projects. They really are very secure. You can wash them, do not dry them, but you can wash them. I have made so many pillows using these because I am from the camp that thinks you cannot have too many pillows. If you are not from that camp, do not burst my bubble because I love pillows. I have so many pillows. Since we have talked about some SureBonder products, we're gonna stick with that for just a moment longer. I also really love SureBonder silicone mats. Now, they originally had these out so that if you get glue on it, you can peel it off. Don't do super glue. That really just eats the silicone. I won't tell you how I know that. But like wood glue will pull off, the hot glue will pull off. Those are fine. But I also like to use these when I'm painting because the paint washes off. And I love that because I don't feel like I'm being as wasteful going through like paper to protect my surface. It's just fantastic. They come in 2 sizes. This is the smaller size. It's about an 8.5 by 8.5. And then this big Mama Jamma is 19 by 19, I believe. I use them both all of the time. They are great. I really love them. I love how easy they wash. They're really nice and thick. To wash them, I just use the Dr. Bronner soap, just like I do on my brushes, and a nail brush, and I just scrub them clean, and they come clean just like new. Another mat that I really love is the Arteza Cutting Mat. Okay, I love this for multiple reasons. First, it is double-sided. Second, look how thick. I have another brand in a larger size of this that I've had for a while, and it is half of the thickness of this. These mats come in 3 different sizes. This is the smallest one, and I've had this for a while. I've had it for over a year. I just got the larger size in an 18 by 24, and I'm so excited that I got that one. I just think that these are fantastic. I love them. They're great quality, and if you work with like fabric and you need a self-healing mat, strongly, strongly suggest these mats. For the giveaway, answer this question. What is one of your most memorable gifts that you have either given or received? For me, it is a gift that my mom gave me when I was a little girl, and it is this little doll. We didn't have a lot of money, and my mom wanted to do something really special for my sisters and I, and she made us each a doll. I have 3 toys from my childhood, and this doll happens to be one of them, and honestly, of the 3, she's the only one that I care about. The other 2 could disappear and I would be fine. I remember the day that I received her, I had to walk around the corner and cry because I was so excited that I got her. And then as I've gotten older and I realize what my mom did and how long she stayed up at night to make these, she's become even more special to me. And I lost my mom several years ago and I don't have her anymore. And so I'm just grateful that I have special things like this to remind me of her. I have a couple of unsung heroes that I use all of the time, but I don't share as often on my channel. One of them is my heat gun. This is a Porter cable heat gun, and I love that it has a temperature controller right here, as well as a couple different settings so you can have high and low. When you want to rest it, because this will get hot as you're using it, you can just lay it right here on its base and it will sit straight up. It is a fantastic heat gun. Does such a good job. Okay, stick with me here because this is one of those things where you're like, what? Silicone brushes. These are Rockler silicone brushes, and you can see that there's silicone up here, and then they have these little pointed parts down here that are also silicone. I use these when I use glue, like a wood glue. Have you ever gotten like a glob of glue and then you wanted to spread it out? You can use your finger if you want to, but these things are fantastic. So you do your little glue and then you can like rub it and get it where you want it. Or if you're trying to go into a small area and put glue, this will work as well. Then you just put it aside, let the glue dry on here, and then it will just peel right off. Fantastic, and it comes in a pack of 2. Love these. If you have been around, this will not be a shock to you. The Cricut Easy Press 2. I cannot even stress to you how much I love this. I thought an iron would be fine. I didn't see what I was missing. I'm like, why? Why do I need another heating device? Like, what's the big deal? And then I tried it. Oh, I got it. I know what the big deal is now. Oh, it's fantastic. And like, I want to make shirts like all the time. I want to iron on bags. I want to iron on wood. Like, Are you, like, again, this is an investment. It is not cheap. It is not a $30 iron. So it's one of those things where you really have to look at your finances and figure out if it would work. And if you've ever thought about like selling shirts, maybe that's one way that you can earn the money to get this or earn the money back to pay for it. Just a suggestion, because oh, it is so good. You have seen these in action so many times on my channel. I would feel bad if I did not say how much I use and love these. And these are paint scrapers. And I actually very seldom ever use them for paint. But boy, do they come in handy all of the time for helping me scrape glitter. I have scraped paint before, but get underneath little metal parts and pop things off because they're so thin. I mean, they're just handy dandy little tools to have. And for $1 each from Dollar Tree, yes. Yes. These need to be in a crafter's tool set. Absolutely. Well, those are all the products that I'm loving. Thank you so much for stopping by and spending your time with me. Don't forget to hop on over to the next video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye! Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens, bright copper kettles and warm woolen mittens. I really need to focus.